So when we talk about marketing, we're really these days a big part of the conversation is social media and how are we leveraging social media to give us that kind of guerrilla, low cost, low overhead kind of marketing that we all desire because we don't have big budgets to do this kind of stuff, and we're competing against some pretty big folks in the industry. So we really have to have the discussion about social media. Now, when we're talking about social media for our purposes, for health, fitness, and wellness purposes, um, probably the number one social media platform is going to be Instagram. I mean, Facebook and YouTube are very essential, but those are almost not really like social media anymore. Those are kind of like just basic requirements to be a business. You have to have a YouTube and a Facebook page. But Instagram, having an Instagram account is right up there. And it's not about having your personal account. Your personal account is great. Build up your personal brand, build up your individual identity. All these kind of things can help your business, but you have to make business specific Instagram accounts, and we want you all to do that. So even if you're a RevFit affiliate, definitely you're gonna have an Instagram account. That's like essential to be a RevFit affiliate. You have to have an Instagram account. We're not mandating it, but we're strongly suggesting it because it's been so beneficial for the organization over the years. It's where we've have found most of our success and where we drive traffic to all the different things we do, the classes, the podcasts, our website. It just drives traffic to all the other areas because our work is very visual, and sometimes it's hard to explain and put into context the stuff that we do, and the visuals, the images, and now the videos that you can do on Instagram have been very beneficial for us to be able to do that kind of work. So, but even if you're not creating an affiliate, even if you are just creating your own personal business, you should have, your personal account. Maybe it's catered towards your business, but you should, if you create a business of your own, you should have a business account as well. And they're different. They're different strategies that you take on both, and different kind of content that you share on both. Because stuff that you share on your personal account might not necessarily be appropriate or be of the quality that you want for your business account, because people expect a little bit of a different kind of delivery when it's a business account. And so there's some points, there's some best practices that we have. There's 10 recommendations that we make on how you can best leverage social media, specifically Instagram. How can you best, utilize Instagram for your business? So the first one is to cultivate a following and create a brand identity. So you already have a strong brand identity if you're affiliate, so we'll speak to that. Just post content that's relevant to the 4 pillars of revolutionary fitness. So fitness justice, plant strong nutrition, natural movement, and warrior restoration. That should be primarily, not exclusively, but primarily your content should be in line with those 4 pillars, so that people know they're going to this page so that they can see content reflected of those 4 pillars. Now you can go a little out of bounds of that, but it gotta be like an 80-20 rule. You really want to keep 80% of your stuff with that brand integrity. If you're building a personal business that is different from Revolutionary Fitness's focus, that's okay too, but keep the same thing in mind. What is your business? Who are you catering to? 80% of your content should definitely be focused on that. Making sure that you're not just posting content without a following, but actually creating a following. How do you create a following? Follow people who, the second thing, follow your followers back. People follow you, you follow them back. People engage on your on your post with comments and things, and likes and all that kind of stuff. Reply back and engage with those comments. Be an actionable person that people can connect with for the business. So that they feel like they have direct contact with the business. And then of course, making sure that the content that you're posting is good. So we're going to talk about that too. So number 1, cultivate a following and brand identity. Number 2, follow your followers back. Number 3, create a posting plan. Now, you don't need to post every day. That is our recommendation for a business though. Post every day if you can. But whatever you do, you have to be consistent. That is key. So say you decide your plan is you only can post once a week. That's all you can do. Now, that's okay. It's not ideal. Ideal is daily, because that's the way Instagram, the way it works is if you're posting daily, you're going to get seen more. Even multiple posts a day, you'll get seen even more, but that's higher level, and you have to have a budget. You usually have to pay someone as a part-time gig, because this is part of your work. This is part of your marketing expense. So the hours that you're allocating and dedicating towards this are work related. Some of us, when we think about social media, we think, oh my God, it's bogging, it's toxic, it's unhealthy. It can be all those things, but you have to view this as a business endeavor. And when you look at it like that, it shouldn't overlap into your personal life. You shouldn't allow it to. You should allocate the hour or two or whatever it is a day to doing that kind of work, and not blur the lines and not let it get unhealthy, and just see it as something as part of your business. So in any case, creating that plan and being consistent with it. So if it is only once a week, let it be that same day and the same time frame, within the same kind of hours every week. So maybe it's every Wednesday in the evening I post an image on my business account, and that's all you can manage right now, and that's okay. But being consistent will build up that following as well. If you start being inconsistent, people are gonna be like, oh, this page is not really active, no point in me continuing to follow or even initiating a following to this page, because it's kind of dormant. So you don't want to be that. Or if you're too sporadic, people just don't know when they're going to get content from you, and they might get bored, they might unfollow, or they might never follow. So creating that posting plan is essential. Now, the times of the days are important too, because there's times of the days where people are more frequently on and engaging, and from the studies, those time frames are either 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. in the morning, or 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at night. So this is when people are going, to work, getting ready for work, on their commute towards work or school. That's a very common time for people to be on Instagram. And also in the evenings when they get home from work, when they're traveling home from work, when they're in the gym, whatever it is, coming out of the gym. Those are the times that people are most frequently on. So if you're trying to create a posting plan and you're trying to figure out when are the best times to post, find that consistent day, or maybe it's every 2 or 3 days, whatever it is, and that those prime times are going to be great times for you to post. All right, number 4, network on Instagram. So in addition to engagement and commenting and liking people when they post on your stuff, also make sure that you are looking for people who are in your similar kind of work. So finding those folks who are posting similar kind of images or using similar hashtags, and engaging with them, liking their stuff, focusing energy on them, commenting on their stuff. It doesn't have to be like, oh, great video, come and follow me. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about real engagement. Start really connecting with the people who are in your network, in the real world, on Instagram, so that you can expand your network and expand your reach, and they will start following you and start engaging with you, maybe start tagging you back and forth, all these kind of things. Especially, you want to focus on people who are in the area where you are doing your work. Those are the people who you want to focus the most energy on. But of course, people who are out of your network, out of your region, are important too. But networking on Instagram is a great thing to do. All right, number 5, only use high quality images on your business account. Now, on your personal account, you can get away with some fuzzy images, some lack of focus images, some poor angle images, all that kind of stuff. But for your business account, you really want to keep the quality high. You want to be creative with the angles and the shots that you take. You want to be creative with the lighting and all these kind of things. If you have low quality images or low quality videos, unless you have no other option because of whatever circumstance, try to avoid posting those things. Because when you start posting low quality images on your business account, it starts looking like a personal account, it starts looking more unprofessional, and that's not the kind of image you want to project per se of your business. Now, do they have to be superstar images and professional level photos? No. I mean, we have the technology these days to take very high quality images and videos with our smart devices. You just got to get a little savvy, how to deal with lighting. What are some basic angles? I mean, there's tons of tutorials on YouTube right now. Maybe we'll link some on like just basic understanding of photography and film, so that you can not get into some common errors that people do. And just getting a little bit better at that, and making sure your business account, you filter out all the poor quality stuff, is gonna take you strides. All right, number 6, showcase your products and services. So posting images of the work that you do. So if you're running a class, if you're doing a one-on-one training, if you're using a specific tool, taking images and videos of that stuff is essential. You want to showcase, this is your business account, so you're trying to show what you're in the business for. Where do you make your bread and butter? What is your main service? And these things people should know. People should go to your business account and know, oh, okay, this person is a doula, this person is a personal trainer, this person is a massage therapist. They should know that clearly off the back. If they do not know that, then you're not sharing your product and services as much as you should. I understand that people don't want to be over selling, and that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about putting up a image of you training someone and putting your price point of how much you cost and come book a session with me now. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about real images with real comments based off those images, just showcasing the work that you do so that people know that that's what you do. All right, number 7, show behind the scenes kind of shots. So, show, like, if you have to take, we used to have to commute like 20 kettlebells to the park before we had a studio here in New York City. And so that was like a crazy endeavor. We were bringing this green cart down the streets, and it was messy. It was not fun. It was annoying. But taking images of you doing that kind of stuff, the behind the scenes efforts that it takes to produce the services and the product that you're producing, people love that stuff. People love the transparency of us showing like what it is to run a business, what it is to do this work, the bloopers kind of thing, bringing some humor, bringing some reality to the situation. Like one time, one of our trainers was wheeling a cart of kettlebells, and the cart broke, and the wheel popped off. And we took a picture and we posted that on our Instagram feed, and it was one of our most popular pictures that year. That was a struggle to get the cart back together and all that kind of stuff, but it was worth it for sure. So showing the behind the scenes stuff is really good. All right, number 8, showcasing your team. This is a really big one, okay? First off, you want to highlight your team. You want everyone on your team to get equal representation. You want their face on their Instagram feed. You want to be tagging them. You want to be mentioning them. You want to really showcase and highlight your folks. This is not, your business account is not the place where you're highlighting yourself. You should very much so limit how many images of you are on your business account. Now, if it's your personal business, maybe there's more, but even still, highlight your students, highlight the people in your community is going to be more beneficial for you, because people already know who you are. People already know who's running the business, all these kind of things. So you showing your image of you every once in a while is great, but I go into some business accounts and there's a bunch of selfies and all this kind of stuff. I mean, unless you're trying to become an Instagram celebrity, or, that's what your personal account is for. Keep all that stuff for your personal account. For your business account, you want to showcase your team and showcase community. That is going to be more powerful. And especially for us in Revolutionary Fitness, it falls in line with our mission. We're not about building up personal egos or anything like this, or personalities. Like, that's not what Revolutionary Fitness is about. Revolutionary Fitness is about encouraging community. So really represent that in your post. All right, cool. Number 9. Make sure that you use more images than videos, basically. Number 9 is use more images than videos, because even though you can use videos on Instagram now, it has the feature to put a whole minute video. You also have the ability to do live feeds. You also have the ability to do video stories or video and image stories. But the main Instagram feed, the best medium that's native to that feed is images. That's the most effective medium still. People love videos, but that's not primarily why people go to Instagram. People primarily go to Instagram for images. So just make sure that you're not posting too many videos. It's good to post videos, and we post videos and all that kind of stuff, but try to post more images to videos. If you're going to be someone who's posting a lot of videos because it just works into your business plan better, that's cool, but make sure it's a 5-to-1 ratio. So for every video, at least 5 photos are going up into your feed. So just make sure you find that balance, because if it becomes too many videos, people won't go and subscribe to your page as much. It starts becoming a little bit of spammy, unless, of course, you're someone who does a lot of video in general, like you have a really strong YouTube page, and so you're directing a lot of people to your YouTube content. via your Instagram, then maybe it makes a little bit more sense. But even still, I would encourage people to do more images than video for Instagram. And then number 10, the last one, the biggest one, is to keep your politics tight. Okay, an image says 1,000 words is a age-old saying, and it's so true. On Instagram, that image that you post that's about your service or reflective of your community or whatever says 1,000 words, and you want to make sure that those 1,000 words are politically in line with your brand, especially if you're representing revolutionary fitness. You want to make sure it's in line with our fitness justice model. You want to make sure that nothing in your image is representing any kind of prejudice, any kind of machismo, any kind of sexism, anything like that. None of that should be represented in your images. So be very conscious of the power of your images. In fact, what we encourage is that you are trying to promote images that promote more equality, that promote breaking away from the bad social norms that exist today, right? So, posting more pictures of people of color, posting more pictures of women, posting more pictures of, lesbian, queer, bisexual, transgender people, getting more of those images on there, getting more images of people just being healthy and being of all shapes and sizes and skin tones and reflective of all communities. Get more of that stuff onto your feed. You can do a lot of good work by representing different communities and a diverse community and breaking away from these social norms that are bad social norms. You could do a lot of great work with your Instagram feed. Instagram can be very empowering for someone who's scrolling through and then they find this page that's showing images of people who look like who they are, and they can connect and relate to those folks. So you're going to see a lot of potential traffic from that as well. So those are the 10 tips. We're putting up a page, a Facebook page, and we're also putting up a website link to, further explain these 10 tips. But this is the basic kind of core of how you can start utilizing Instagram to leverage your business. And if you have any questions, or if you have any additional thoughts, or you have any other tips that you use personally, we encourage you to make comments on the webpage, make comments on the video comment section, make comments on the Facebook post, all that good stuff, so we can really start that conversation. Hope this is helpful, and please start using Instagram today. All right, peace.